I feel a little chilly. Do you phone? No, I feel okay. Would you mind if I turn up the heat a bit? No, I wouldn't mind. Are you sure? I mean, if you'd rather not, I won't. Honestly, it's fine with me. Go right ahead. Too bad. The show isn't as interesting as I expected. It is actually boring. Do you mind changing to another channel? Good idea. Would you object if I watch a soccer game? You know that I hate watching sports on TV. I'm sorry, I forget. Here's a science fiction movie. Fine with me, even though I don't really like science fiction. Foreign Languages Department, can I help you? Hi, my name's Vương. I'm calling to ask if it is too late to switch a course. Well, today is the last day for switching courses. Lucky for me, I would like to switch from Intermediate French to Advanced French. I've found Intermediate French is too easy for me. Well, you have to drop out the Intermediate French first and then register for the Advanced course. Would you mind if I gave up my plan for a briefing to the staff on the market situation, sir? I'd rather you didn't, if you don't mind. But I'm really tied up these days. Perhaps we can put it off to next week. Would it be all right if I put it off until the week after next? The question is, I have to get the material sourced before the briefing. I'm afraid I won't be able to arrange another time after then. I'll be flying to New York City for a conference. Excuse me, Mrs. Nguyen, but you have a minute. Yes, what's up, Dong? I was wondering if I might have next Monday off. My brother's flying in from New York City. I'd like to meet him at the airport. But Monday is rather difficult. What time does he arrive? Well, the plane gets in at 3 p.m. Oh, 3 p.m. Why don't you go off just after lunch? Then you'll manage to get to the airport on time to meet him at 3. Thank you very much, Mrs. Nguyen. Boys and girls, are there any questions about tomorrow's trip to the zoo? Yes, Tom. May I bring a camera and take pictures of some animals, Miss Bing? Yes, you may, but take care of your camera and don't ever let it drop into an animal cage. Miss Bing, can we eat in the zoo? Certainly. However, you are not allowed to litter. Any leftover food and empty glasses should be placed in plastic bags and thrown into garbage cans. But can we feed animals? No, absolutely not. Feeding animals is forbidden in the zoo. And let me repeat, don't spit and throw things at the animals, and don't go near the cage of some wild animals, such as tigers and lions. It can be very dangerous. Hello, me. This is Lee speaking. Hi, Lee. I was going to call you. Is everything ready for your trip to Los Angeles tomorrow? I guess yes. But I'm having some trouble with my baggage. What's wrong? I understand that each passenger is allowed to check in 2 pieces of baggage. That's correct. And remember, the total of all your baggage should not exceed 70 pounds. What if the baggage is overweight? Then you have to pay excess fees. How about carry-on baggage? According to the regulations, each passenger is permitted to bring one carry-on bag and it should fit into the overhead baggage bin in the cabin. Oh no, I've got 2 carry-on bags. What am I going to do? Well, are they both very large? Not really. One is a garment bag and the other one is a knapsack. I don't think there's going to be any problem. Usually the flight attendants are quite flexible. I often see people carry 2 bags onto the plane. Thank you so much, Mi. I feel more at ease now. I'm going to be out of town tomorrow, so I won't be able to see you off tomorrow. Have a wonderful trip, Lee. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask a few questions before signing the lease. Are we allowed to sublet the apartment? No, I'm afraid subletting the apartment isn't permitted. I see. Well, are tenants allowed to have pets? No, that's out of the question. We don't permit anyone to have pets. Could we have parties in our apartment? No, no parties. In fact, no loud music is allowed. How about doing laundry? Can I use the laundry room in the basement? Yes, but I'm afraid none of the washing machines are working. I suggest you use the laundromat. It's only a few blocks away from the building. Is there any parking space available? I saw cars parked in front of the building. No, you're not supposed to park in front of the building. The parking spaces are reserved for the elderly and handicapped. Are there any more questions? No more questions. Now sign the lease over here, please. I'm sorry, I've changed my mind about renting your apartment. I've decided to look elsewhere. Thank you for your time anyway. Situation 36. Asking for and giving instructions. Could you tell me how to make Chinese tea? Sure. Do it like this. First, boil the water and put some tea leaves in the cup. What should I do next? When the water boils, pour it over the tea leaves in the cup and put on the lid. Wait for a few minutes and the tea is ready. Thank you very much. That doesn't sound very difficult, does it? Excuse me, but could you tell me how to use a payphone, please? Yes, of course. Pick up the phone first, then deposit the coin as required, and listen for the dial tone. Once you hear the dial tone, dial the number you want. What if I can't get through? Hang up and press the coin release button. You'll get your money back. Excuse me, I noticed that there are 2 kinds of medicine here. Is there any instruction on how to take them? The pills are to be taken before meals. 1 pill each time and 3 times a day. The coughing syrup is to be taken once every 4 hours and take 1 teaspoonful of the syrup every time. Sorry, I didn't quite catch you. Did you say I should take the pills before or after the meals? Before meals. By the way, the instructions are printed on the labels. Thanks a lot. Thank you for agreeing to look after our house while we're away, Ding. My pleasure, Lan. Perhaps you have some special instructions for me about the house. Yes, I do need to tell you a few things. Okay, Let me take notes of them. First, water the indoor plants every other day, preferably in the morning. Second, don't forget to feed the cat 3 times a day. Third, please leave the light on at night. Call me at this number if an emergency occurs. Ouch! This damn hammer. It never works for me. A poor workman argues with his tools. Hit your finger again? Yeah, 3rd time today already. Please, Kang, can you show me how to use a hammer? Look, it's really not that hard. But first, be a little patient. Hold the nail with your fingers like this. Hit the nail on its head a few times slightly, not with too much force at first. When you feel the nail has altered the wood, take your hand away from the nail. Now hammer it with more force. Got it? Excuse me, miss, is this ATM working? Yes, it is. Why? I can't get money out of it. Did you follow the instructions? I think I did. I first insert my bank card here, and then type my personal ID number, and then select the function to get cash. Now I enter the amount of money I need, and that's it. But no money comes out. I think you did nothing wrong. Maybe there's something wrong with this cash machine. Let me alert the bank manager. Can you tell me how to get food in this student cafeteria? Certainly. This is a self-service cafeteria. When you enter the cafeteria, pick up a plate and then go get the food you like. The salad bar is in the center. The hot food is over there, and the beverages are near the exit. But how do I pay for it? You pay at the cashier at the exit. Don't forget to get your knife and fork at the cashier's desk. Thanks a lot. You're most helpful. You're welcome. So, you have a sore throat and headache? Yes, doctor. They have been bothering me the last few days. You have no fever, no running nose or cough, so that doesn't seem like a flu. I think you've overworked yourself. I think so too. I suffer from a lot of stress and strain from work. All right, I'll prescribe some medicine for you. Here are some capsules. Take 3 of them after each meal, 3 times a day. Drink a lot of water and stay in bed to catch enough sleep. You need relaxation. No, Ling, it's not air as in bed, but air as in bed. I know I'm wrong, but I really have trouble getting the sound correct. There's no similar sound in my native language. Maybe not. Look, do like this. Open your mouth wide with the front part of your tongue raised a little. Do I have to push my tongue forward? Yes, make sure that your tongue touches the back of the lower teeth and your muscles in the throat are tense. Now try it. So, what should I do, Hung? I know that at least my stereo and personal computer were taken. Maybe other things too. First, you have to notify the police and file a report. Well, if I call the police now, will they come to my apartment and inspect it? Yes, they will. And the next thing that you have to do is to do nothing about the place so as to keep it as it is. After the police, You will have to report it to the insurance company to have them inspect the apartment too. Yes, I will notify the insurance company as well as the police right away, and remember not to do anything about the apartment until they finish inspecting it. Hanoi University admissions. Hi, I would like to get some information on what I need to do to apply to your school. You need to fill out an application and have your official copy of school transcript sent to us. How can I apply for a scholarship? You need to fill out another form for financial aid. All the forms and instructions will be included in the application package. Could you send me the application package and a school bulletin, please? Sure, your name and address, please. I want to make chicken and rice for dinner. Do you know a recipe? Of course. What do I need then? Chicken and rice, of course, and onions, tomatoes, mushrooms, and green peppers. Anything else? Yes, you also need garlic. Not too much though. Then, what do I do next? You cut all the vegetables into slices. Boil the chicken and cut it into pieces. Mix the chicken and vegetables with rice and cook for about 20 minutes. Add spices as you like and it's done. Are you sure that's the way to cook chicken and rice? Be honest with you, I'm not quite sure. My mother cooks that way. I observed and tasted, but never cooked it myself, and it's done. Hi Bing, do you think you have time to babysit for my daughter tomorrow evening? Sure, I love playing with Phương. Let me know what I should do. Well, you need to prepare dinner for her. Oops, I don't know how to cook. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cook dinner. The dinner has been prepared and all you need to do is to heat it. Oh, that I can do. After dinner, let Phương watch TV for about 30 minutes. Then she has to read for about an hour before going to bed. About what time does she go to bed? About 9. She goes to sleep right away once she is in bed. After she goes to sleep, you do your homework or watch TV if you like. What time are you coming back? At about 10 o'clock. Is it too late for you? That's fine. I never go to bed until 11. I heard there's a very effective technique in reading English called SQ3R. Do you by any chance have any idea about this method? Well, I have read about it too. What is SQ3R then? SQ3R is an acronym which stands for Survey, Question, Read, Recite, and Review. I see, but how do we use it in practice? This is especially good for doing content area reading. For example, you read a science report. You first do a survey of the report by reading only the title and the subtitles. Then you form a few questions about the article, and with these questions in mind, start reading the report more carefully. So far, you've done the SQ and 1R only. What is the second R to recite the whole report? No, recite in here means to memorize the main idea and the important points of the report, such as the findings of the report. Now I understand. The last R, I know. It means to review the report, right? You're right, but only reveal the important parts. Professor Ming, I've been having a lot of difficulty doing the listening part of the TOEFL test. Could you give me some tips, please? Taking listening tests needs some special techniques. First, you need to be very much concentrated. Second, if you don't understand an item, just leave it alone. Never let it bother you and keep thinking back about it. Third, when you listen to longer passages, you might want to take a few brief notes on the most important information on who, when, what, and why. Taking notes won't work for me because I can't rhyme very fast. You don't have to rhyme the whole sentence, but only a few words. Or you can simply take mental notes, trying to remember the main idea and the most important facts. It sounds so easy for you. Yes, it's easier said than done. You need a lot of practice. In addition, psychologically, don't get nervous when you take the listening test. Good luck. Thanks so much for your help. Situation 37. Expressing likes and dislikes. Do you like tennis? Yes, I do. I'm crazy about tennis. Are you really? So am I. How about basketball? I love basketball too. It's exciting. Do you like the food in McDonald's? Not really. How about you? I love McDonald's. A Big Mac hamburger, a glass of soda, and some French fries. I can never eat enough. Have you heard of the term junk food? What is junk food? McDonald's food is junk food. What's your favorite subject at school? English, of course. It's interesting and useful. When did you become interested in it? I thought you never liked languages. Well, I don't like the Chinese class. Too much classics and too much recitation. The English class is more fun. How did you like this morning's talk by the visiting professor? It was exciting. I loved it. It was both informative and inspiring. Of course, there are other things I liked. What did you like best about it? The way he talked, so natural and so humorous. What did you think of the jacket we saw in the shop yesterday? Which one? The gray one? Gray isn't my color. It doesn't look good on me. But I like it. The material is good and the price is reasonable. I don't like the style either. It's out of fashion now. The fellow sitting at the back of the class always comes late. I hate people being late for class. Me too. Why didn't you remind him of that? I'd tell him about that. It's of little use. I guess it's very difficult to get rid of a bad habit. The boy over there is always fidgeting. I hate that. I have a strong dislike for people being absent-minded in class. So do I. Look, the boy behind him is sleeping. Well, dozing off is better than fidgeting. At least he doesn't bother others. What do you think of my tie? Your tie? Well, I think it's okay. You don't really like it, do you? Well, come on, be honest with me. Honestly, your tie is a little too loud. It doesn't match your shirt. You may be right. Great party, isn't it? Yes, it is. The band is fantastic, and so is the fruit. Hi, my name's Ben. I'm home. Would you like a drink? A glass of beer? No, thanks. I don't like beer that much. Well, how about a glass of wine? That sounds good. Red or white? White, please. And dry. And dry. I like dry wine. So do I. Waiter, 2 glasses of white wine. Dry, please. What do you think of the novel you've just finished reading? I like it. It has a very interesting beginning, I think. It attracts your attention the moment you start reading it. What do you like best about it? The plot, I guess. It's so full of twists and turns. I also like the main character. She's so cool and smart. What do you think of the ending? The ending is a bit weak. It's too abrupt, like those of most other detective stories. Now, do you have any hobbies? Yes, reading is my hobby. What kind of books do you like to read? All kinds of books. When I was a kid in elementary school, I enjoyed reading fables and science fiction. When I became a teenager at high school, I was interested in detective and mystery stories. Now I like reading romance. Are you in love? Why? They say only those who are in love like to read romance stories. Well, maybe they're right. Are you watching the TV series now shown on Channel 8? No, I haven't been watching it. I don't care much for soap operas. They're just not my cup of tea. Nor are they mine. They're too confusing. But a lot of people enjoy watching them. They say soaps are entertaining. Yes, only 2 kinds of people like watching soap operas. Who are they? Those who don't have to work and those who have too much work. The former needs something to help them kill time, and the latter needs something to take their minds off work. You're exactly right. I prefer news and science programs. Me too. I think they're both informative and entertaining. I see you always take your Walkman with you. You must be a music lover. Oh yes. What kind of music do you enjoy most? I enjoy classical music and easy listening. They're so relaxing. How about you? You also like music? I love jazz. Are you familiar with Kenny Brown? I've heard about him but never listened to him. Is he good? I like his music very much. He's great on the saxophone. Do you also like pop music and rock and roll then? Yes, I do. But I'm really not crazy about them. Pop music is okay, but rock and roll is too noisy. Tell me about it. Once, my son took me to a rock and roll concert. The band was deafening, and the fans were even louder. I guess it is the music of the younger generation. Did you see the new episode of the James Bond movie last night? No, I didn't. How was it? You missed a really good one. 007 almost got killed by 3 terrorists, but he was saved by a beauty. Wow. Too bad you missed it. I have to admit, I'm not that crazy about 007 movies. Why? The same old story. Violence, either kidnapping or murder. Beautiful women and some modern technology. And, of course, the almighty British Special Agent 007. But you have to admit it's entertaining. Maybe. You may love oyster, but too much oyster kills your interest. My wife and I are having an argument lately. Really? I didn't know. Argument about what? It's about what kind of boyfriend our daughter should have. I like people who are friendly and outgoing, but my wife likes people who are quiet and reserved. And what else? I want a son-in-law who is ambitious and can help me with my business. But my wife wants someone who is more family-bound and can help with housework. The two of you really don't see eye to eye then. What kind of person does your daughter like then? She thinks we're selfish and stupid. She told us choosing a husband is her own business. Well, I guess she's right. Situation 38. Expressing certainty and uncertainty. Expressing varying degrees of likelihood. What happened at the club last night? It's hard to say for sure, but in the end, 10 people were arrested for fighting. I'm glad I decided not to go. I didn't go either. I just overheard the news. What a shame. What do you think of that painting? I'm not sure what to say about that painting. I can never understand modern art. It's positively horrid. Any child could do better than that, just dumping layers of paint onto the canvas. It seems that you have a strong opinion about modern art. Yes, I guess I have. Excuse me, where can I see the final grades? It depends. I don't exactly know when. I only have a vague idea about it. It usually takes a week or two after the exam. Different professors post their results at different times. But where will I see the grades? They are posted on the department bulletin board in the hallway. Thanks a lot. Excuse me, but do you by any chance know when the next train to the city will come? Sorry, I have no idea. I'm a stranger here, and I'm trying to find out the schedule myself. Ah, there's the train schedule over there at the ticket booth. Okay, the train runs by the hour. The last train left at 9 o'clock, and that means the next train must be at 10 o'clock. Well, what's wrong with your television? I can't tell for sure. We just can't get a clear picture. Perhaps it has something to do with the antenna. Did the TV work when you first bought it? Oh yes, it worked perfectly for the past 2 weeks until last night's snowstorm. I see. It could be that the exterior antenna was moved by the wind. Why does our teacher look so upset today? Do you know Ming? She must upset about our poor test performance. I wish I had studied harder. I wish she would give us another chance. Who's that talking to Bing? I can't see from here. It may be Ching, his twin brother. They look very alike. It can't be Ching. He's taking his piano lessons. Then, could it be Bing's father? Only a son and his father could look so much alike. Quan, Are you going to the party tomorrow? Possibly. Only possibly. Well, probably. Probably. Why can't you make up your mind? I know you're quite a party lover. Well, not this time. You see, Nga, I've just parted with my girlfriend. I hate to miss the party, but I can't go to the party without a date. Poor Kun, I feel sorry for you. Well, I have an idea. What is it? How about going with me? Lan, have you decided which major you are going to study? Kind of. You want to guess? Let me think. Tell me, which college are you going to apply to? Barrett College of the City University of New York. I see. You're most likely going to be an accounting major. How did you know? Well, Barrett College is well known for its business school and especially for accounting. What did you get from your boyfriend for your birthday, Anne? I have no idea. I haven't opened the gift box yet. It's just arrived. Let's guess. Judging by its size, it might be a book. No, it can't be. It's too light. Well, let me see. Could it be a stuffed animal? I don't think so. The box is too small. I give up. Me too. Let's open the box and find out. Tang, are you a Christian? No. Why do you ask? It is said that Christians believe in life after death. I wonder whether you believe it or not. I'm not so sure. It's difficult to imagine one could get a second life after death. Well, the church says so, and the Bible says so too. I wish it were true, because one thing is certain. We're all going to die one day. What are you going to do during the spring break, Chi? I'm going to Beijing to see how people there will celebrate the Spring Festival. What about you? Are you staying in Shanghai or are you going away? I'm not sure yet. I may go to my hometown, Hangzhou, for 3 days. I really want to visit my family there. Well, you should. But I'm expecting my parents' letter. What about them? They're visiting my sister in Tianjin, and they're not sure if they will be able to be back by next week. If they can't, I'll have to stay in Shanghai. I hate to be alone at home. Why don't you join them in Xi'an? It's a great city to visit. That's a great idea. I have never been to Xi'an before. Besides, I haven't seen my sister for a long time. It's strange to think all of a sudden my reading glasses are missing. Where could I have put them? Could they be in your coat pocket? Sometimes I put things in my pocket and forget where I've left them. No, they're not there. I've already checked. Could someone have possibly borrowed them and forgotten to put them back? My workmate often borrows my things without bothering to tell me. I don't think that could be the case. No one would borrow my reading glasses. Besides, I was using them just a few minutes ago. I'm sure then you just misplaced them. Could they be covered by newspaper or closed up in one of your books? I saw you go to the bathroom with some newspaper. Maybe you're right. I haven't looked in the bathroom. Oh, Tank, look here, the mirror. What? They are in the mirror? Yes. Oh no, they are on my forehead. I just saw them in the mirror. I'm afraid I have very little faith in today's teenagers. Why do you think that way? Look, today's young people don't work and study as hard as we used to, but they certainly spend more than we did. I don't quite agree with you. I think some of them are like that, but certainly not all of them are. I just feel that we can't depend on them anymore. Come on, they will become more mature and responsible when they grow up. I wish they would, but I doubt it very much. Just try to recall how you behaved when you were their age. You played hooky all the time. I did? You certainly did. We did together, remember? Yeah, probably I did. So, you see, people change. So, it was around 11 when the accident occurred. Yes, I'm sure it was. No question about it. We left work at 10:45 and had walked for only about 10 minutes when we saw the accident. Did you see what kind of car hit the boy? Sure, it was a yellow taxi. Yes, it was a taxi, going very fast without headlights. Are you sure the headlights were not on? I'm absolutely sure because the car came towards us. Did the car stop or slow down after it hit the man? No, it didn't. In fact, it sped up and flew away. You didn't happen to get a look at the driver, did you? As far as I can recall, the driver was a middle-aged white man with long hair. He also had a beard. Could you tell me anything about his body frame? For example, was he fat or thin? It was hard to tell in the dark. He appeared thin. I'm not so sure. No, he was not. He was heavy. Did you by any chance notice the license plate number of the car? Yes, I barely saw it. It was 08007. Are you absolutely certain? Yes, I'm certain. Did you see the plate number? No, I didn't. I was running towards the victim. Situation 40. Making complaints. Listen, the guy upstairs has been practicing the trumpet for hours. There's no telling when he'll be finished. Is he disturbing you? Yes, I'm preparing for tomorrow's test and I can't concentrate. I'll talk to him and ask him to take a break. What's wrong? I have a terrible sore throat and cough. Have you seen a doctor before? No, I don't have the time. My boss keeps me busy doing a mountain of work. Listen, the couple next door are quarreling again. There's no knowing when they will stop. I hate living next to them. Whenever it starts, it lasts for hours. Perhaps we should do something to bring back peace between them. No, that's the last thing in the world we should do, I'm afraid. Look at your feet. You're spoiling my new carpet. I wish you had wiped them before you came in. Don't get so upset. They aren't that dirty. Aren't that dirty? Look at the footprints on the carpet. I've just vacuumed the carpet and it took me nearly an hour. I'm sorry, I had no idea.